planning the trip 5 minutes before leaving. We're planning on which way is the prettiest way to go, because there are 3 possible routes. And we decided on this. The route through Nerja, so we get the coast, and then we get a lake area, and we get mountains. So I guess best of all worlds. So I found this Airbnb randomly, and wow, this is like the most beautiful place in the world. Like, there's farms everywhere, there's olive trees and cornfields, and there are fruit trees, and there's terrace, and our home, our apartment is lovely and beautiful. This really feels like a dream. With this and 2 cups of tea, and just enjoy this morning because it's beautiful before we get to the Alhambra. Pause. The watermelon was actually not that good. It was rubbery and mushy. Didn't want to catfish you, even though it looks so yummy. Okay, play. The Alhambra was extremely beautiful, but I expected to see a little more Muslim influence. It was only a portion there that had Islamic history, which is sad because the Muslim Empire in Spain lasted for 800 years, but I guess when the empire fell, most historical evidence of Islam in the Andalus was erased. We spontaneously booked a flamenco show in the caves in Granada, but we still have an hour to go, so we're going to eat something, and we're in an area called Al-Baisin. And on the way up, it wasn't like a lot to see, but here it looks like Greek white buildings, very cute. Look at this amazing view. Imagine being like, oh, I'm just going to the supermarket, and you have this entire view in front of you. Imagine living here on a daily basis and having this in front of you. Continuing our road trip to Cordoba with a lot of snacks. We got tomato pizzas, and I've got some pastries, and we've got some chips, so we'll be well fed. Randomly stopped the car. There was like a turn beside the highway, so we stopped the car and took a little walk with the olive tree. While we were driving, I saw the sign that said extra virgin, and I figured out that it was some kind of an olive oil factory or something, because we're in the middle of olive fields. So I thought, why not buy some olive oil fresh from the farmers, you know? So we came, and it was a restaurant, but they had a cooperation with the farmers around here. So we purchased a couple of bottles to gift to our parents, and one for ourselves as well. Ali went to the supermarket to buy himself a couple of snacks, because we thought today should be a resting day. Watch a movie, Breakfast at Tiffany's. I love that movie, it's one of my favorites. So while he's shopping, I'm gonna sit outside. The weather is really nice, it's not hot, but it's warm and cozy, and I'm gonna read. So I'm gonna just recharge tonight and recharge with a book. All the way to this place in the middle of nowhere to see Medina Zahra, but we failed because it seems like you have to park the car here and then take a shuttle bus, but we're too late for that. It closes in like 30 minutes and you're supposed to be there for like 3 hours. We thought, oh, maybe we can watch it from the outside, but the only possible transportation to get to that place is by shuttle bus. So it just wasn't meant to be, but we saw a herd of sheep, so that was fun. So you see this stream of people. We thought we'd go to the plaza in Sevilla, but we saw the guards and they said it's closed. So we're like, why? And why are there so many people? And I saw a couple of t-shirts that said Alpha Tour, and Ali went to ask someone, and he said that it's a very popular artist here in Spain. So it seems like it's a concert, so they closed off the plaza. we made, this is Ali's, and this is mine. We made these mosaic tiles at a workshop we were at today. The lady that held the course, she told us about the origins of the mosaic, and she said that in mosques they use a lot of mosaic tiles and paintings because we don't really paint humans and animals in religious buildings because it takes away the focus from prayer. So she said that the focus instead lied on geometry. She said that the star is a really popular figure. So we did some stars. And she also said that the Moroccans brought it to Spain because they used to look up at the sky and see all the stars, and when they came to Spain they got homesick, so they put stars in their paintings to remind them of home. So that was really nice. We got a little history lesson before a course. If you go on Go Travel and want to experience the culture or the history and in another or different type of way, you should definitely do courses and classes. There was another one, we were like we were in a market that was closed for the day, and we saw that there were 2 other classes. Both of them were cooking paella, so that's another way of learning culture and history through experiencing it. Not gonna come to this place because it closes at 1:30, and I saw this place. It's called El Coto de las Canteras or Canteras on TikTok. So we actually didn't even see it on TripAdvisor or touristy websites. I saw it on TikTok, and it was like a hidden gem, and it's really a gem. It's really beautiful here. This city is an hour from Sevilla by car, but yesterday we missed it and we were like, should we go, should we not go? There are a lot of other places we want to go to, but thankfully we came. This is beautiful. I really recommend everyone to come here if you come to Sevilla by car. Trying to get a hold of the owners of the cave or the agency of the cave we want to go to, but they haven't been answering, and it's really weird because on their website they said book through calling, but then they don't answer. We tried calling them like 6 times, so now we're going still. Let's see if they're open or not, if they take spontaneous visitors or not, but only the view is making it worth it. And we saw another cave on the way, so if all else fails we could try that one instead. We arrived at the caves, but it's closed, so we missed it. There was a sign that said, "Oh, come back tomorrow and reserve," but we're calling them right now and they're still not answering. But look at this. This is what we won on this road trip, because we actually didn't even like this place, the Cuevas. It's called Cuevas Piletas, and this was actually a recommendation from when we went on a course. So the course teacher, she recommended this cave, and she said this is less touristy. We said, because we were thinking of going to one in Nerja, and she was like, yeah, sure, that one is more touristy, this one is more local, so if you want to experience something other, then come here. So it was a really nice recommendation. We got to see all of these views, beautiful, amazing. So sad that we missed it by like half an hour, but what's meant to be is meant to be. What's not meant to be is not meant to be. We at least got to experience this. This is like a dream bucket list kind of road trip in the mountains. I walked all the way over here and then walked straight and was standing about here. This was a thing of a bucket list, you know, when you find a waterfall in the middle of nowhere and just shower underneath it. Now that is a little bit too cold, but someday in the future, but at least we found a place like that, so that is wonderful. I've never been to a place like this, a lagoon where the water is so crystal blue, and also it's like a lot of shades of blue. First it's clear green, and then very turquoise, and then dark blue. It's beautiful. Because today is the last day, we should spend it here and just enjoy it, because this is such a beautiful place. So we're just gonna go out to a place called Castillo de Colomares, I think, and I found it on TikTok. My favorite place to find hidden gems. It's like a castle that was built during the 70s, I think, but its architecture is wonderful, it's beautiful, it's amazing. It's 6 minutes by car, so it's literally the next block.